Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the Aaron's Lawn Care YouTube channel. Today guys, this video is about how to start a lawn care business and grow it and just keep that lawn care business running. So the first thing to start your lawn care business is thinking of a name. For example, my name is Aaron's Lawn Care. You could do that, use your first name or last name, or like for example, use whatever your last name is, lawn care, anything you really want. Or you could think of some name like All Americans Lawn Service, All Americans Lawn Mowing, anything like that. It's really whatever is up, it's all up to you. The next thing you're going to do is think of an intended legal structure. For example, right now I'm currently a sole proprietorship, but in the future I would like to switch over to a LLC or an S Corp, which is also C Corp, and there's many things you can run your business under. The next thing you're going to do is set up a Google Sheet, which I have a video up here that is on how to set up a Google Sheet. Or you can use a CRM. Currently, I'm using Copilot for free, which it's free up to 50 customers buy my candies, which is a lot more services you can use like Lawn Pro and Jobber and Yardbook. When you're first starting out, Yardbook is probably going to be the best option because it's free and the premium edition is only like $35, and it's just only a little bit it gets you a little bit extra features. But Yardbook is really the good one to start out with. So the next thing you're going to want to do is most likely set up your bank account and really get all the legal stuff down if you have time for that. And you're going to want to get your tax ID and all that stuff if you get that all squared away. And also, it's a good idea to probably see a CPA or an accountant if any of those are needed, and just network with people in your town and try to get mentors. You're going to want to visit the SBA website, which is a Small Business Association. Their website is sba.gov. The link is down below for the SBA website. Really, to get you, what you need to do when you're starting the business is research a whole bunch on the internet, watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos like this one, and read lots of business books. And buy lots of business and read lots of business books, which you get them from your library, which I buy most of my business books. And also when you're mowing, or once you eventually start doing the services, get earbuds and listen to audiobooks of business books while you are mowing and doing services, which, trust me, I've read lots of books, listening to them. And they're normally 8 to 10 hours, and I finish a couple of books in a week, and that's really what you should do, and it gives you lots of information. Now, a really good book when you're starting out, I recommend for financing, is Profit First. So basically, the main gist of Profit First is the first bank account is profit first. Of course, you take your profit first. Profit is first. If you're not new to the business, normally you're like going into your things, and some people are like, wait, I have this much in profit? But I don't see any of this profit actually. And so here's what people will do. They'll take the profit first. So, because normally people would spend that money on things like going to the movies, going to eat pizza, whatever, personal needs. But if you take that profit first, you're actually going to see profit at the end of the year. Now, the second thing you can do, which there's a whole bunch, and if you want to learn more information about that, you should definitely read the book. I'll leave a link down below for the book. But the second account you should make is an OpEx account, which is operating expenses, which you can make that whatever percentage it needs to be. A third account is tax, which these do not go in any particular order. The only thing that should be first is profit. And then fourth is yourself, if you want to do your own amount of money that goes to you, because you're most likely going to spend some things on yourself. So you should do a little bit toward yourself. Savings. And then for an example, here's all of the information. Here's an example of percentages you can do. 25% profit, which is above industry average. 20% OpEx, which is operating expenses. 25% tax, which that could vary. 20% to yourself, and then lastly, 10% is winter savings. Now, why winter savings are so important is because if you don't get any jobs like snow removal in your off season, you're going to want winter savings to be able to pay for stuff you have, and just in case if you need the money. So basically, you want to save up about how much you have for your off season, which if you don't have off season at all, what you're going to want to do is go and still save up at least 3 months, if not more, because let's say all of a sudden for some reason you're not getting leads or anything, or it's just a really tough time, your expenses are more than you would like them to be. That money might be the thing that saves you for those 3 months to get your stuff back on back in shape and get that business running again and not make it fail. Now I want to talk about getting a brand. So to get designs, you're probably going to want to go to Fiverr, which I'll leave a link down below for Fiverr, which that's what I used to get most of my designs, but you can get them from other places. But so basically get some business cards made, your logo, of course, door hangers, flyers, whatever you would like made that you're going to need. And now when it comes to printing this information out, you're most likely going to want to go to Vistaprint. Vistaprint has designs on there that they will allow you to use, and you can edit those designs just a little bit, which if you can look in the template of the B-roll, you will see that they have a lawn care one. You should also invest in getting shirts made. You can get those made at a local printing company. You can get those made at Vistaprint and Custom Ink, which Vistaprint is pretty cheap on their prices. And normally that costs anywhere from like $10 to $30 depending on how many you get, which when I got my shirts first made, I got around 36 of them, I think, and I think they were about $8 a piece. Now, here's a really good idea that I'm going to start doing this year, is sending thank you cards at the end of each job. After you do one-time jobs for your customer, or just starting service for a customer, you put it in the mail, and it just says, "Hello, thank you for letting me service your property. If you like my service, please leave a review. If you need the links, here, text me. I can text you the links. And I just want to thank you, and I would like to do business with you again." And something along those lines, and just that'll make the customer feel a little bit more appreciated and just a little bit more professional looking. Which it's just only going to cost about an extra amount. And then also you could get different ones made for your start of the season for mowing customers the next year you're doing this. And then you could get Christmas postcards made for all your recurring customers. And it's just those little touches that make the customer happy and a competitive advantage that your other competitors may not be doing. Now, another good thing to do when networking is join a county event. For example, I did a youth entrepreneurship challenge in my county, which basically a whole bunch of entrepreneurs coming together, which mainly they were all high schoolers besides me, and they come together and they do an event, and the winner gets to go to state, and then so on and so forth, and they give prize money, and I'm just able to network with a whole bunch of people, and it really just helps you overall, and it's a really good idea if your county and state puts on these events to join them. It gets you startup money, it gets you people to talk to, and it just gives you overall practice and experience of being in the business world, getting to talk to people, and it really will help you with your public skills and a whole bunch of stuff like that. Now, I want to start talking a little bit about Vistaprint cost, which, if you guys see me looking over there sometimes, it's because I have notes over there to the side, so that's why, because this is a very in-depth video, so I have to have notes looked over there. So, for Vistaprint, it's about $100 for 100 cards, which you can get, I think when I got mine at my local printing shop, it was about 500 of them for $40. It all just depends on how many you get. It's going to be cheaper. I went off of Vistaprint because everybody will be able to use Vistaprint most likely. So I just went off of there because it seemed easiest. Now for door hangers, it's going to be about $100 for 100 pieces. And door hangers are really good when just putting them on doors, or if someone doesn't answer the door and just putting them on there. Which also with door hangers, a good idea to do is, so when you're at a customer's property, go ahead, so there's going to be 2 houses to the next of you, and then 3 houses across from you. So you're going to put one right here on this property, and one on this property, the 2 that are next to it. And then 3 across the street, you're going to want to put 3 door hangers on each side. And so when you do services, make sure it's related to that service. So eventually when you get more money, you're going to want to make individual service door hangers. So basically make a leaf removal one, make a spring cleanup one, make a lawn mowing service, mulch install, and all that good stuff. And then you're most likely going to lead the customer will most likely accept it more if you're just giving a generic brand one, because you're getting straight to the point on what service you want them to get. Now for flyers, they're about $18 for an 8x8 for 100 of them, which it can vary on there. And you can probably print out your own flyers and just cut it if you would like. Thank you cards are about $121 for about 100 of them on there, which I think they'll be worth it. And then they're going to cost more to mail out, or you could go deliver them at the property yourself. But I really think it'll help you in then having that competitive advantage. Now, I just want to say, I did the standard edition on all of these. There's premium and there's better things, and you can adjust it a lot and make the prices different. So the next thing you're going to want to do is create your social media accounts. You're going to want to make Facebook, Nextdoor, Google, anything like that that's going to help you get clients, and just set those up with your logo and everything, and just try and get some pictures with your equipment and everything and stuff. Next thing we're going to talk about is how to get clients. So what you could do is the best thing to do is go door to door. And if they answer the door and they want your service, just give them a flyer and a door hanger, and if they don't, do the exact same thing. But, so they're going to have your information, and if they accept it, get their information and quote the job right there. Now, if you want to, let's just say, get 10 clients, okay? And let's say your spring break, you have 5 days of your spring break, which is going to do. So let's say you're going to go door to door for 5 days. Okay, strive and try to get 2 customers every single day. And by the end of those 5 days, you will have 10 clients. And don't even stop until you get 2 clients every single day. Now, the next thing you're going to do, if they're not there and you knock on that door, go ahead and put a door hanger on their door. Because maybe when they come home and they'll see that and they'll be like, actually, I do need a lawn mowing service. So then they're going to actually want to get this service and go ahead and be like, okay, this door hanger got me this service. They put a door hanger since I was home. Which you're also going to want to advertise and post on social media accounts, which will help you. And basically, let's say you post on Facebook, go ahead and share. Ask your parents, your family, anyone to share that Facebook post so it gets to reach as many people. And if you have some money to boost it and get some ads on there and make it an ad and get it boosted on there. And also ask your family members to leave you 5-star reviews on there, which will help you in the end with getting recommendations. Now, here comes the good part, making actual money. If you have a snow season, go ahead and get client. Now, if you have a snow season, you're going to want to do that. Which a snow shovel is going to cost anywhere from like $15 to upwards of $100. A cheap one, it costs $15 to $30. And you're going to want to get those customers the way I had stated before, which is a good way to get them. Now we're going to talk a little bit about equipment here. So the best case scenario is borrow your parents until you get a little bit of money to be able to buy some. And just ask your parents and borrow some until you have enough to be able to buy some equipment. Eventually, you're always going to want to use your own, but if you can borrow some, just do that. Now, if you have cash to go buy some mowers, do not borrow. Just buy that cash. Just buy those equipment. And you can still door knock and sell without having a business card. Just write your number on a sticky note and give it to the customer. Now we're going to talk about getting the equipment and how much it costs. For an electric push mower, it costs around $200 cheap, but I'm pretty sure that's cool. But for like a corded one or so. But personally, I would go as gas as soon as possible for that. And I would go gas as soon as possible for all of this equipment. But the electric can sometimes be a little bit cheaper for the low end stuff. Next thing, an electric weed eater really cheap would be around $70. And then an electric blower corded, it's going to be around $80, and then an electric blower uncorded will be about $120 for a cheap-end one. Now, the total for that is going to be around $350, and then the one with the cord is going to be around $390. So now we're going to talk a little bit about gas equipment. So a Honda push mower for the cheap residential one is going to be about $550, which is a good mower. I actually have one, and it's lasted me about 2 years. The only thing is, due to the fact that it's not being commercial, you're going to have to spend a little bit more on it, but you could also get a Toro push mower or whatever. Next thing is like an Echo weed eater or a Still weed eater. It's up to you, but an Echo weed eater costs around $230 at Home Depot. And then an Echo blower or a shredding vac, which a shredding vac is going to help you shred up the leaves and switch it from blowing to shredding up the leaves. Will help you do leaf removals, which also you could just use the mower and use the bagger and do that if you would like instead. Which that's shredding vac is going to cost around $250. And the total is going to be around $1,027, which is going to be different, which is a lot more than what the electric startup was. Now, here's some possible extra equipment you might want, which is an electric bush trimmer. It's around $77, and a gas one is around $350. And then you're probably going to want to get a trash can, which is around $40. And then a trash bag, which is around $25, which you can get more for a higher price. And a rake for about $15, and then a shovel for about $15, which you don't need that exactly. You don't exactly need all that stuff, but it's just possible extra stuff that you're possibly going to need. So the next thing I want to talk about is preparing for fall and winter. So you're going to want to, fall is going to bring a whole bunch of leaf removal clients, and you're going to want to advertise to get these customers and all that good stuff. And you're going to want to do how I said to get clients before, and go back to the chapter if you need to, just in case. And now you're also going to want to prepare for winter and off-season. So you're going to want to use that winter saving a lot and have a lot of it if there's no snow. You're going to want to get prepared for next season, prediction on how much you're going to make next year, and make your goals and make plans and stick with those goals and plans, because goals will not work if you do not have plans behind them. Basically, a goal is just dreaming of something, but a plan makes it actually able to happen. I want to thank you guys all for making it this far into the video. And since you did, could you please subscribe, because I will get more tips like this videos, and just please, it'll help me out a ton. And leave a like on this video, which will recommend it to more people, which will help more people be able to start the lawn care business and just help the industry in total. Now, if you guys have any other questions, please comment down below so I can know those questions and make videos and respond to them and just give you guys the most possible advice I possibly could. And that's all I'm about here, trying to give you guys your advice. So I just want to thank you guys all for watching, like I said before, and I hope you guys take this advice and make some money and have a good one.